Bitcoin is very nicely going back up into the bull flag pattern, which we've slightly broken out of before. We are going back up here, and that is amazing news. Now, if I zoom out a bit, I want to show you guys the resistance that was previous resistance, which has now flipped into support. So we can clearly see that this line has acted as resistance once, it has acted as resistance twice, and now actually the same line has acted as support, which is always amazing. So previous resistance has now turned into support, which will give us a setup to be able to move higher from here, which I strongly believe that we're going to be doing. Next up, let's look at this chart. This is Bitcoin on the daily, and we can clearly see that Bitcoin is above this major support trend line. And as long as we are above this trend line, I believe that we are in a bull market. And we're only going to be entering a bear market once Bitcoin breaks below this line. And yes, that's still good news. So I still think we have about 1 to 2 months, I think more about 2 months of bull market, of upwards moving price until we go lower. Quickly, the liquidity also, we know Bitcoin follows the liquidity. I don't want to talk too long about it. It's always the same. Bitcoin follows the liquidity. We have a lot of liquidity above us, around 120,000. So that strongly suggests we're going to go higher also. Also, let's look at the RSI divergence which we're forming. So obviously Bitcoin is going up, right? The overall trend is upwards. But the RSI, the relative strength index, which tells us how much Bitcoin is overbought or oversold, is going down. So if the line is up here or over 70, it means that Bitcoin is overbought. If it's going down, it means it's oversold. So we can clearly see a downward trend here. We have less and less buying pressure. Of course, it's still fairly high, but it's going down. So this suggests we are nearing a top. And usually, if we have this divergence, if our RSI is downward moving and Bitcoin is upward moving, this suggests eventually the buying pressure goes low enough for Bitcoin to do a reversal, and then I think we're going to go into a bear market. Let's also show you guys the volatility index. So this is just the weekly chart. It shows us since 2021 how volatile was Bitcoin as an asset, right? And we can clearly see one big trend. And the one big trend is that we're going down, right? Bitcoin's volatility is going down over the years, which is also good news. We're becoming less and less volatile. Bitcoin is becoming a more mature asset. And overall, that's good for the whole ecosystem. Also, one thing, we're right now in summer, obviously. We just hit August. And always we can see that summer is usually a slow time in the market, right? I've marked it here with those white circles. This is to June, July 2021. Then we have it again here in 2023, 2024, and also right now. So usually in summer, the traditional markets are also a bit slower, and we see volatility being quite slow. But as soon as summer is over, which we are nearing an end to now, volatility starts spiking, and this means price starts going up, which we can expect to be happening in the next few weeks. Also, let me show you guys the total the market cap, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. So this basically gives an idea of the altcoins, right? Anything other than Bitcoin and Ethereum, the two big players. And we can see that the altcoins usually rally the most in the end of the cycle, right? You can see that it's going up right here, and we're also now nearing the end of the cycle, and it started to pick up again. So that's good news for our altcoins. We can expect them to rally now towards the end of the cycle. And if we look at Ethereum quickly on its own, we can see that, let me show you if I zoom out a bit. Also, we've been in this symmetrical triangle, and this is a major 4-year symmetrical triangle. We've been forming it since 2021, and we are now about to break out from here, right? We've almost successfully managed to bounce from there. We've actually gone a bit below, but Ethereum is currently in an indecisive zone. If we manage to go higher from here and bounce, that's going to be massive for Ethereum and for altcoins as we break higher. And yeah, just to show it to you on a shorter perspective, it's very indecisive right now, but it does look right now that we are going higher, and hopefully we can sustain to stay above this line here. It's about $3,700 per Ethereum, and that should bring our altcoins much, much higher. And with that, see you tomorrow.